All right, good morning, everybody. This is Nate Bear, lead technical tactician for Monument Traders Alliance and Trade of the Day. And in today's video update, just kind of want to go over the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ and then do a quick review of a trade that I am looking for entry. All right, so I apologize at the outset here for any coughing. I've had a lingering cough now for what seems like forever. But anyway, be that as it may, let's dive right in. So what we've got is a situation where we really haven't gone anywhere now since sort of the beginning of August. And we had this gap down and that was interesting. We had a nice move up from there, but from this candle here, from this open, we really kind of going sideways. So we're just sort of hanging out near the highs, not necessarily bullish, not necessarily bearish, just sort of neutral up here as we kind of get through August and maybe through September. The Qs, on the other hand, are a little concerning to me. The potential for a bit of a head and shoulders top here, I think, is a real one. And it's not perfect, okay? But if we take out Tuesday's low, which is around 559.50, I think that could actually open up a door for a bigger move down in September to go and close this gap, okay? Not saying that's going to happen, but boy, excuse me. The potential, if we get some geopolitical news, or if something happens with rates, or if if they cut rates in September and the market says, hey, you know what, for whatever reason, we're no longer happy because he says we're going to cut rates once and we're not going to cut them again for a year. I don't know. The market says, screw this, and we go down, right? So just be aware. This is a key level. If we take out, not if we just like come down and we sort of breach it and we kind of close back up here, but if we actually take this level out, close below it, right? And then sort of fail on a retest, like just be aware the path of least resistance is going to be lower. Now, also keep in mind, right now, the 8 is still on top of the 21 as far as the moving averages, but these are close to getting a crossover. And if that's the case, we just need to, again, doesn't mean that there won't be bullish opportunities, doesn't mean that we, say screw it and sell everything and go hide in a cave. But just excuse me, just be aware and be open to the possibility that September could have some more meaningful downside if we take out this low, if we take out this shelf, okay? All right, so the setup that I'm looking at today comes straight from S.A.M, and I'm basically just on the S&P 500, and I filtered by S-up, which basically brings the names with the most number of squeezes to the top. I've gone through pretty much all of these, and the one that I actually like here is one that was brought up by Nate G, who is one of my longtime trading cohorts and one of the moderators in DPL, and a good dude, all around good dude. And this is one that he brought into the room yesterday. I like it quite a bit. And Home Depot has squeezes on a bunch of different time frames. If you sort of zoom out here, check this thing out. So we're up, clearly this is a strong stock, and we are up near, not maybe within, spitting distance, but we're pretty close to these all-time highs. And we've got squeezes all over the place. So I like this 130-minute chart. It's in the buy zone. We've got squeezes all over. Now, because it's only a 130-minute chart, we don't have to go out like months in time. But we can actually just go over to, I would say at this point, we just go to the September monthlies, 3 weeks out. And I'm going to do something at the money. So I'm going to do probably like the 405 calls. We can pick them up literally right where it's at. So entry would be around this point of control here, which is this red line, which is around 40. What is that? It's 40. Call it 407, right? So entry around 407, and then we will do a stop under the low of the pattern, which is kind of like right in here, which is 403. So stop under 403, and then the target is going to be the Fibonacci extension of this pattern, the 1272 extension, which is 417. So we're risking about $4 to try and make about $10. Now, when I say that, that's the move of the stock. That the option won't move that much because it's not a delta 1. The option is a delta 61. So if the stock moves up, $10, the option probably moves up $6 to $8, just depending on how fast it goes and when it makes that move. All right, but that's kind of the game plan. Playing the 130-minute chart as our anchor, but there are squeezes, as you can see, on the 2 hour, the 1 hour, the 30, the 50. There's squeezes all over the place. So this chart looks great, and that's what I've got for you for this week. All right, I hope it helps, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.